Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about adjective and we will start from some sentences. Read these sentences. First is Rohini has a beautiful dress. It was an interesting movie. Third is father bought 4 chocolates for me and my sister. In these sentences, the word beautiful, interesting, tell us about the kind of dress, movie, and the word for tells us about the number of chocolates. So, we can say that adjectives are describing words that tell us more about the noun. Or we can say that an adjective describes or modifies nouns and pronouns in a sentence. It normally indicates quality, size, shape, duration, and more about a noun or pronoun. Now we will discuss about types of adjective. There are 7 types of adjective. First is proper adjective. Second is demonstrative adjectives. Third is interrogative adjectives. Fourth is adjectives of quality. Fifth is adjectives of quantity. Sixth is possessive adjectives. Seventh is distributive adjectives. Let's discuss about proper adjective. Proper adjectives are formed from proper nouns and modify nouns and pronouns. Or we can say that when proper nouns modify or describe other nouns and pronouns, they become proper adjectives. Proper means specific rather than formal or polite. For example, a food cooked in Chinese recipe. Here we can say that Chinese food. Now let's discuss about demonstrative adjective. Demonstrative adjective is an adjective which is used to point out naming words. Or we can say that a demonstrative adjective directly refers to something or someone. It includes the word this, that, these, those. For example, first is these pencils belong to Preeti. Second example is this bike is Rahul's. Third example is I can see that mango tree. Here the word these point out whose pencil is. And in second example and third example, the words this and that are adjectives since they describe bike and tree respectively. The word this point out which bike is Rahul's and the word that point out which mango tree I can see. This, that, and these are demonstrative adjective. Let's discuss about interrogative adjectives. Interrogative adjectives is an adjective which asks a question. Or we can say that it is used with noun to ask question. For example, whose book are you reading? Second example is which dress do you want? Third example is what animal is that? The words what, whose, and which are adjectives since they describe animal, book, and dress respectively. As they ask questions, these adjectives are called interrogative adjectives. Now we will discuss about adjective of quality. Adjective of quality is an adjective that tells us about the kind or nature of a person, thing, or animal. For example, this is an interesting book. Second example is Veera wore a colorful skirt yesterday. These words, interesting and colorful, are adjectives since they tell us about the book and the skirt. Now, fifth is adjectives of quantity. An adjective of quantity is an adjective that tells us about the quantity of a thing. It includes some, enough, and much. For example, the teacher gave me some homework for Sunday. It tells us about the quantity of homework. Second example is I have enough time to complete the work. It tells us about the quantity of time. The words some and enough are adjective since they tell us about the nouns homework and time respectively. Some tell us how much homework the teacher gave and the word enough tells us how much time I have. These adjectives are adjectives of quantity. Let's discuss about possessive adjective. A possessive adjective is an adjective that shows possession or belongings. Or we can say that it is used to denote ownership or possession. Some of the most used possessive adjectives are my, his, her, are, their, your. For example, my book is lying on the table. Second example is they sold their house. Third example is their cousins live in New Zealand. My, their are adjectives. My tells us that the book belongs to me or is possessed by me. Their house means the house possessed by them or belonging to them. In third example, their cousin means the cousin possessed by them or belonging to them. All these adjectives always come before a noun. Unlike possessive pronoun, these words demand a noun after them. Let's discuss about distributive adjectives. Distributive adjectives show that the things or persons are counted collectively. They refer to members of a group as individuals. It includes each, every, neither, either, any, one, both. For example, each of the students had their own materials. The word each refers to every individual student separately as opposed to each student sharing materials. Thank you.